Hey y'all, so it's me, Tara. I am about to do a Halloween tutorial on the devil, so if you want to see that shit, keep on fucking watching. If not, click away, girl. This is going to be a drag transformation as well. So I will walk you through my process on how I get into glam, and yeah, be right back. Okay, girlies, so I went ahead and I started with my brows. I always start my drag with my eyes. So in that vein, I am going to go in with like a hot red eyeshadow if I can find one. Let me look. I normally have my stuff out. I know I'm supposed to. I know. But right now it's a little stressy for Tara because everything is falling apart. So nope. Just a straight up red. There's a red in here. There's a red in here. There is a reddish brown. Okay, so I don't know what that accent is, so I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna go in with some pink shadows, some red shadows. This is a devil look, so we want to sort of go with that like warm color palette. Also, I know y'all are like, girl, put the chi-chis away. Girl, they're brand new, girl. They're tiny, but they're new, girl, so I'm excited. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with my Pro Color mixing pigment, and I use this as my like eye base for drag because it lasts and it looks. I'm just gonna use it for a lot of things today, but it's like a very pigmented white cream that comes in a pump, which makes me feel like more sanitary about it because you can't be too safe in COVID times. So yeah, what are y'all doing for Halloween? I'm pretty sure me and my roommates are just gonna have a little kickback with us for Halloween, but it should still be fun. Like, it's Halloween, girlies. It's gay Christmas, so get into it. And so yeah, this is kind of the shape I follow for my drag eye. It's sort of up and outwards like that, and then over through my lid, and like it's way above my crease if you can tell. And I basically kiss part of my brow with that pink shadow. So that is the basic shape of my drag eye. I'm gonna keep going in with pink on the other side. Y'all, it's almost the election, girl. I'm scared. Who else is scared? Raise your hand if you're scared. So the thing is, like, no matter what, vote. I know the system is fucked up, but, you know, we can try to fix this system. We can get this system fixed. I know we can. Well, the system's not broken, which is the problem, but don't even get me started on that, girl, because I'll talk your ears off. So yeah, that's the basic shape of my drag eye. This is just a pink shadow. I'm gonna go in and blend out the edges. And I do my drag makeup sort of to emulate a Bratz doll. So I will be going for like that look. I'm gonna pick up a little more of that pink. I use all Juvia's Place eyeshadows because we support Black businesses on this channel, number one. And number two, they're simply like the best shadows on the market. Like I don't feel a need to try anything else because they work so well. Like I dipped in once and that is the color payoff. It's nuts. That's not even, but that doesn't matter. I think like a lot of the times we're like told that drag is about like dark colors and harsh, and like, yes, that can be drag. I think drag is so much more than that. I think it's so much more than heavy lines and all that shit. So yeah. And if you follow this, you'll basically get an idea of how I do my drag face anyway. So like keep watching if you're looking for like a new way to paint, because I don't paint the way other people do. I paint quite differently. I like to think I pretty much have my own look, which is nice, because then bitches will recognize me, you know? Like, I want people to see me walking into a show and see my face and be like, oh, that's Zamora. And so I'm going in with like a dark burgundy on like a pencil brush, and I'm just packing that right on top of that outside corner and blending it a little bit lower than that transition color. And as you can see, it's starting to fill out a little bit and get a little more dimension. I'm going to go in with black on the very outer because, again, this is the devil, so we want him to look like, you know what I'm saying, like devilish, and I don't think you can do a devil look without some black in your eye. So yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm going to be for Halloween. I am going to sew a costume. It's just like a cat suit. And it won't be the devil. I know that because this is going to be a nightmare to get off tonight. But that is the price I'm willing to pay for my lovely, lovely subscribers and followers. Even though there's not that many of you. Girl, I do this shit for me. Y'all are great, but this is about me and what I want to fucking do. So if y'all would have voted for something else, I probably would have done this anyway, because this was my preferred, makeup, because I feel like it's gonna be a little more difficult to get this off than Pennywise, so I might as well get this one done. Then do Pennywise. I'll do a Pennywise drag tutorial a little bit later in the month, a little bit closer to Halloween, but I just want people to have choices. By the way, for concealer, I used the white from Morphe, and then for red foundation, I used the Fantasy Makers by Wet n Wild, the Pink Pot. In red, like this hot red, and I swiped once and went in. It's so pigmented, so I would recommend that people be careful if you're new to makeup and you're wanting to try a colored base, something different than what you normally gave, girl. It's probably a good idea too. And I'm so sorry if you see a nip, if you see a pit hair, girl, it's fine. Also, I have my tits out because it's hot, and this makeup, I don't want to like mess up any of my clothes. But what I might end up doing is, if this makeup turns out, I could do a devil look, and then you just pair this with something red, girl, like red lingerie, or, you know, like, it doesn't have to be anything extravagant per se, but, you know, like, make it look sort of nice, you know? Make it look like you actually did something, girl, for the spooky season. Okay, so I just am throwing some black on my outer corner, sort of pulling that all in together. And then I'm going to go in with my white on a white brush. I have specific brushes I use for white only, just because I feel like it's easier to take care of. So now I'm going to cut my crease. And this part really helps turn this into drag, because right now it's not looking too terribly draggy, but the way I cut my crease makes it drag as hell. So I'm going to cut my crease right out to there, right out to where that black's edge is, right? Cool. Then I'll try to get that line as clean as possible. I don't want, and you want to be very careful with this, you don't want too much product on the thing, on the lid, on your brush, etc. So I'm going to cut the other crease. And the real magic happens when I start my lower lash line. It really gives that Bratz doll effect. But for right now, we are cutting that crease. So now that the creases are both cut, I'm going to go ahead and go in with that dark maroon burgundy color that we put right outside of that black. And I would pick up the same brush. Let me find that brush, girl. Girl, I'm struggling today, huh? That's just the way it goes, though, y'all. Like, we can't all have great days. Today has been rough, to say the least. I don't really know what's going on. Maybe there's something in shift in my life, some shift in energy. And that's fine. That is totally fine. So, yeah, now I pack that burgundy color right next to the black, and then I try to blend them together. Worst case, I'll go back in with my black brush and blend that. And you're going to want to try to keep your lids down while you do this. I'm just literally setting it right over top that white because we're sort of ombreing into a white sort of shadow is what I will do. Okay, so now we have that, and then we're gonna go back in with that red from earlier. Did I go in with a true red? I don't think I did. So instead, we're gonna go in with that pink that we originally put in the crease. It looks red on camera, but it's pink, I promise. Is it gonna show up pink? It might show up pink for y'all. Yeah, so like that, and we're just like gradiating in to into that white, and we're gonna leave that stark white, and you'll see why in a minute. It really opens up the eye and makes everything look just so much more awake and draggy, etc. So far and so forth. Or so on and so forth, girl. I don't know the fucking sayings. That's a weird thing. Ain't no fucking lady. Okay, so now that that is taken care of, I'm going to go back into that brush I used for the white, and I'm just going to touch right over that section that's still white. Touch right over that section that's still white. And then I'm going to go in with a white or a neutral colored eyeshadow. I think for today we're going to go a little more of a nude color because I think a white would look a little too stark with this. And I think a nude just complements it pretty well. And this is all about going back and forth and blending until it looks how you want it to look. You know what I'm saying? So like now I'm going to go back in with that pink because there's a chunk missing over here that I really want to be opaquely pink, because it sells that illusion a little bit more. Who else is a non-cis person who does drag? You know, we love supporting non-cis artists as well as cis artists, but let's be real. Even in gay society, cis people get that advantage over non-cis people, and it's just the way the game works, right? Okay, so now I'm going to take an angled brush. Ooh, I'm sorry if I just flashed y'all. Did I flash y'all? No, I didn't, but I'm going to take my angled brush. This is a really teeny tiny angled brush, and I'm going to pick up some of that white. I use a lot of white around my eyes. Just because it's so eye-opening. Excuse the pun. But yeah, basically I'm going to sort of pull a Trixie sort of trick and lower my lash line so that way my eye is even more open. Again, I try to look like a Bratz doll versus Trixie's Barbie doll. I just feel it works for my head shape. It works for my aesthetic because my drag is a love letter to black people, first and foremost, always will be. My priority is amplifying the voices of black people in drag, of people of color in general, but especially of black people and especially of black women, because I know oftentimes we are the most disrespected woman in America, in the world. And so yeah, we have to sort of stand up for each other and fight for that the space, because honestly there's not a ton of space in the queer community for it doesn't feel like it anyway. It doesn't feel like the queer community has a ton of space for people like me, people who are black and LGBT. You know, we face discrimination from black people for being gay or trans or non-binary or etc., etc. But we also face that same sort of hatred from our white counterparts in the LGBT community. You know, we have gays for fucking Trump, like, which I don't know. Like, you're all girl. He don't like you either. So what are you doing? So yeah, that is my under eye started, and then I'm literally going to just mirror the colors down below it, blend them out, and then I'll come back with my eyes done, and I'll show y'all how I start my base. This is going to be a red base because I'm supposed to be the devil, so we will see how this works out. See you in a sec. Bye. Okay, so it's time to go in with base. Again, I'm using the Paint Pot in red by Wet n Wild by Fantasy Maker is their line. It's a Halloween paint and it's so pigmented. So I'm gonna start going in on my base, and I'm gonna use like a flat brush to apply that because I just want to ensure that I'm covering everything, and I feel like I can do a lot more with a brush than a sponge with this texture of product. It is not going to be blended by any means, but it's going to get on, and I can blend it out with the sponge after I get it on my face. I primed and moisturized. I moisturized with the Juno & Co. moisturizer, and I primed with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty because it is the GOAT. You're going to take this down your neck, yeah, all the way. I don't think I'm going to go all the way, but if you're wearing this out and you don't have, and you have your neck out, I would go ahead and cover all of this real estate down here. Wow, I look like Willem when he does beard cover. Oh God. Not the Willem stands coming for me, girl. It's a joke, not a dick. Don't take it so hard. We love Willem in this house. I'm gonna go ahead and cover up that mustache, baby. Because that's not cute. Oh, at all. This is insane. I have never painted my face a different color, so you're coming along for the ride with me. We're learning together. It's exciting though because it's going so well already. Like, look at me, look at her. Hi, hello, how are ya? You're disgusting. I sounded like Jeffree Star. We hate her in this house. Yeah, if you are a Jeffree Star stan, I need you to get away from me. We don't like her. We don't like her products. We super don't like her calling people monkeys and telling people she's gonna throw bleach on people, girl. Not that. Not her. The racism jumps out. Girl, I look crazy as hell. As hell, I look crazy as hell. Look, y'all wanted this. I wanted it too. I wanted to see what I could do. So we're gonna go ahead and trust the process. I just mixed together my red and white to get this really pretty pink color that I'm gonna use to highlight. And I'm gonna go in with like black to contour. Black or purple. I think I'll use purple to like bronze, I suppose, is what you would call it with this. Okay, I'm gonna pick up my sponge and just pick up some pigment on the butt end, and I'll just push that into the face, into the skin. We want to make sure it's opaque that it's covering everything. And girl, does she cover? Yes, she does, girl. Jesus. Okay. So we're going to do a lot with the highlight mostly because contouring red can be really difficult. So yeah, I will use purple as bronzer and then black in the contour. So I'm going to go in with that pink I mixed. It's like this really bubblegummy color. I'm just going to put that everywhere I would normally highlight. In drag, I like to pull my face way up. So in that vein, I'm pulling myself way up. I go along the sides of my nose just because it makes it easier to like contour later on when you get to that step. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and cover up the eyeshadow because it doesn't really matter. What matters is the definition. You don't necessarily need to do your bottom eyeshadow the way I did. I kind of just covered it up for the black because that's the most important part of this face is the dark pockets of the eye. This is coming out pretty sweet, dude. I'm pretty thrilled. I'm gagging. Are y'all gagging? Gagging cha, mama? Oh, children. What about them? They're gagging. So yeah, this is basically how I highlight for drag. I'm probably gonna use some of this highlight to contour my face a little bit because Lord knows it's gonna be hard to do later. So this is highlighting pretty much done. I'm gonna go in and blend this out and then I will come back for the contour process. Yes? Perfect. All right, bye fuckers. Hi and welcome back to me screaming. So I'm gonna dust off all this powder, girl. You're just gonna wanna set with like a translucent powder. You don't want anything with too much coverage. I did get the extra covered version just because I got some textures and flavors that aren't lovely, girl. And we're trying to be what? Lovely. Okay, let's make sure we get all of it off. Oh, Lord. I kind of went ham, huh? Okay, so now that you look pink, we're gonna go back in with some reds just to amp that up a bit. I'm gonna start in the contours because honestly, that feels like the most important part. At the moment, I think I'm gonna spray my face down first though because I am very, very powdery, but I like to be set, but I don't necessarily love to be super powdery for drag. I still want people to be able to come up to me and take pictures and etc. So I'm just gonna go in with a setting mist. Whew. And I went ham because my face is so powdered. It's scary. Okay, so I'm gonna take a clean part of my sponge and just pounce that into the skin. Make sure she gets nice and deep in there because we want our face to look good, girl. So, we're a she-devil, right? What are she-devils? Red, girl. So we're gonna go in with like a red eyeshadow to start warming up those colors. Warming back up that face a little bit. There is some red, girl. Here's some red. I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay Electric palette in Slow Burn. This is like shimmery a little bit, which I'm not too thrilled about, but it'll do the job. Bringing back some of that color. So yeah, we're gonna go on in with that. Deepen that all up. With some red. because we don't want to be a pink demon. We want to be a red demon, not a pink one. Well, you can be a pink demon. Ain't nothing wrong with being a pink demon. You can be whatever demon color you want to be. However, for Satan, we're trying to go red, girl. R-E-D-T. Red. Period. Periodicity. And honestly, I'm just going to take that red everywhere that's not highlighted, really, is how I feel. I think it'll look way better than if I necessarily went in with straight up purple first. And that's going to give me a nice little bit of glow to the skin back as well, because it does have some shimmer in it. Perfection. Just keep pushing that in to that undercut, because I don't want that too cut, if that makes sense. Okay, so now we're going to go in with that burgundy that we used before on the cheek. This one. Okay, so we're going to go in with burgundy on a smaller, fluffy brush, sort of to, again, bring back that color, that dark, deep, rich color. As Katya herself would say, Queen Zanalachikova. So yeah, you're going to just want to coat the brush bristles in that burgundy, small circles. Going around the face and warming her up, because yes, we want to look spooky, but we also don't want to look ashy, you know what I'm saying? We can't be no ashy Satan on ashy? I don't think so, baby. That don't even sound right. Yeah, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Ooh. Chisel away at that jaw, just because I know it's too big for my liking. Some people like a big ass jaw. I in particular do not, because it's just not my brand. It's not my aesthetic. We serve fish in this house. All we have is seafood. So would you like fish? Would you like shrimp? Would you like octopus, girl? What you want? What you won't get is another bitch like me. So yeah, I'm taking this as my like sort of bronzer shade for my nose. I don't want to go too ham. I think I'll use purple to blush, actually. Pink and purple together to blush. I think that would be really cute. This is coming out, guys. I have never actually done this before, as I said, so I am just as shocked as y'all are. Comforted even. Cause mamas, I didn't think I could do this. This shit's hard. So, now that we have that on, I think it's time for some blusher. I'm going to take a dense brush just because it's what I have. And I'm going to start with that pink and add a kiss of purple to it. Maybe more than a kiss of purple, like a punch of purple. Yes. So purple and pink together is going to be our blush color. And we're just going to stamp that on in the places we want blush. Yeah, that's pretty. And I bring my blush pretty far in. I bring it to the apple of my cheek. I know that's like a makeup no-no, but in drag, I just like the way it pulls my face upwards. I'm gonna go ahead and bake my under eyes again, just to sort of re-brighten that up, because I still want that to be the brightest, lightest part of my face. So we're just gonna go in with that Coty powder. You're gonna put it right over your blush and fuck that up, but then you're gonna dust it off with the blush, and it's like it never happened, girly. Girl, I'm so good at this shit. Wow. Girl, I am wilding out with Nick Cannon for Halloween. Gay Christmas, girl. But that's okay. Sometimes you got a rap battle, baby. And that's okay. You know? You dig? That's what I thought, bitch. Yeah, you did. Okay, so now that we have that baking, I might even bake the center of my nose a little bit because I want to make sure that that line is just super straight and tiny. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna bake my upper lip as well. Might as well. Who's it hurt? Nobody. Okay. So now that that is all baking and setting into the skin, whew, girl, this is a lot of mug, right? I'm gonna go in and start doing details. So I'm gonna take my Epic Ink Liner by NYX and I'm gonna line my eyes. I'm gonna do details in my brow hairs, and then when I come back, it'll be time for lips and lashes. So see you in a second, girls. So I'm back. I have lined my eye. I just did a really connected wing. It's pretty big. I might even take it further and make it like cross my brow. You know what? I am gonna do that because it's drag, girl. When else do you get to fucking pull your fucking face back with eyeliner, you know? Fuck it. Who cares? I think like a lot of the performers I know forget that this shit is just for fun. Like, it's not that serious. This shit is supposed to be a good time for everyone, and if we can tell that you're at work, girl, no one's having a good time, girl. Much better. So now, I think I'm going to line my lips. I'm just going to use a black, like, eyeliner. And I think I'm going to go for, should I do black or an ombre? I think I might do an ombre. I always do an ombre lip, so it would make sense that my She Devil has an ombre lip. You should just overline your lips however you overline your lips, girl. That is, in drag, I go way higher than an actual lip. Maybe I'll flare it out and make it a smile. So it looks like I'm smiling. Would that be fun? Oh, I kind of like that. Give me a moment from Crystal Method. Oh yeah, that's cute. That is so cute. Okay. And for a drag lip, I'll go lower than I normally would without lining my lips. But not that much. Like maybe a millimeter or so. I connect the outer to the lower. Just because it makes it look like you're pouting all the time. Oh. She's just so moody and sad. Oh, what's she going through? Oh. don't know what I am going through, girl. That is weird. Who else's mood has been real weird as of late? Like, insane weird. Because, like, I'll go from happy to furious like that. Ready to fight, ready to scrap. I don't even be caring. It's everyone. Everyone can get jabishnish. So, now we're gonna go in with should I do a darker red first or go with the lightest one? What do y'all think? Oh, you can't tell me. Well, I'm gonna go with this red. Really, really super bright red. Because how can you be Satan without a red lip? You know? How? How? No one's gonna know. How would anyone know? That's kind of really pretty. That's kind of so pretty. I kind of snapped. Okay, another detail I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little kiss of white concealer and I'm gonna put it in the middle of my lip. And that gives us that nice, pouty, big, huge lip that we're going for. Because we're she-devil. Oh, so devilish, so she. I am going to throw on some mascara. I'm going to actually draw on a few lashes on the outside because I like doing that. I used to wear lower lashes, but I think it's kind of unnecessary, especially when you have as much paint on as I do. Like, it doesn't, the little details are for you, you know. Everyone else can't really tell. So, as fun as lower lashes are, they're not, fun fact. I think drawing them on is more fun, and I can change up the thickness and all of that. It doesn't have to be super even because it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to give the illusion that this is my eye. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my lash glue and then I'm going to put on me lashes. These are just like a big pair of drag lashes. If you go to like any like beauty supply store, hair supply store, you should be able to find a pair of drag lashes, no problem. These were given to me by my mother. By the way, I am a drag queen who performs in Northern Colorado and Denver. My name in drag is Zamora May, Latinx, and my mother, my drag mother, adopted, is Jimena Latinx Couture. So yeah, she's who's been sort of showing me or telling me how to up my game and sort of how to make everything just a little more polished, a little more neat. I've only been her daughter since like July, so I still have a ton to learn. But yes, these are who I got these. That's where I got these lashes from. I think they're like 3D lashes. I don't know who makes them, but I know that they're like a beauty supply store lash. Another thing I've been seeing that like really is upsetting me and my homegirls is the cis girls wearing drag lashes. What the fuck do you need all that lash for though? I mean, like, by all means, wear whatever you want, but if you look crazy, don't come crying to me, bitch. I don't want to hear it. Oh, Brad made fun of me because my eyelash fell off during sexuals. Girl, if you weren't wearing these fucking caterpillars for fucking drag queens, then you wouldn't have to worry about it, girl. Put on a little wispy, you'll be okay. Promise. These men can't tell the difference. Well, they can because a drag lash is the size of my fucking hand, and a regular lash is like what a regular eyelash is supposed to be shaped like, and like the size of a regular lash. So, bitch. Ooh. Ooh, ah. We're almost done, guys. I'm gonna throw on some minor details. I might do like an upside down cross on my cheek, or maybe some dots. I think I might just do dots. Some highlighter, because the devil isn't mad, girl. He would be dewy and wet, so I'm gonna take care of that. And then when I come back, we'll reveal the full fantasy. Ooh. So, this is a finished look. Get into it. Get into it. Yes. Did y'all hear about that one girl? Girl, her mother sucks cocks in hell. I know, girl. Girl, it's real upsetting to me, my homegirls, girl. That's what I'm gonna start calling y'all. Y'all is my homegirls. Hey, homegirl. Yes. Y'all are my homegirls. Okay. But no. This is like all drugstore products. So if you're looking for like a last minute Halloween costume, go as me. Go as me. She double me. You can switch all the colors out for any color. You could be like banana me. You could be, Frankenstein me. If I could find a cream paint like green enough, I would do that, or like an Elphaba, I guess, version of me. I think like that, like simplicity when it comes to drag is what is best. So opening that eye, really all that I need to do for my face, because it's naturally pretty feminine as it is. So I open that eye space up a little bit, and boom, she's a woman ready for the stage, for the stage. So anyway, y'all can follow me on my social medias. They will be linked down below. Honestly, like, if you're really tight on like a costume, get a turtleneck so you don't have to paint down your neck. Get red gloves, red pants, and red shoes. Boom, devil. Done. Super easy. If y'all want to see anything else, please leave a suggestion down below. I think I did a really good job with this. To be like frank and honest, I just got I could have painted my ears, but we're not going to talk about that. I just found the face that I like for drag, where it is that exaggerated look, but it's not necessarily too clowny. I think I do give a little bit of clown, but still fish, like a fishy ass clown girl. Girl, call me Nemo. I'm a clownfish girl. So anyways, follow me. This was fun. I like challenging shit like this. This was fun as hell. So please let me know if there's something else you want to see, and let's fucking do it.